Hey everybody, welcome to this video guide for Assassin's Creed Chronicles China on the Xbox Series X. Today we are completing Memory 6 and we are getting the highest score, which is a score of 980, and to achieve that score we need to make sure that we complete every encounter with the Shadow Gold rating and that we complete the secondary objective of lighting all 5 candles across the level. So let's get started with this memory.
What happened in Macau was not your fault, little sister. This tiger, Chu Zhu, burned the port. He's known for his cruel deeds. We call him the demon.
I know, Sifu, but we caused this madness. My desire for revenge did.
I already warned you about those feelings, Xiao Jun. I know your quest for vengeance fits with the goals of the Brotherhood, but you cannot put your heart into such endeavors.
Master Ezio told me the same thing.
A wise man, to be sure. Unlike our next target, Wei Bin.
The snake. The one who led the slaughter of our Brotherhood. Zhang Yong's right-hand man.
Yes. So, Wei Bin should lead us to him. But the danger is greater than ever. They know what we can do now, and they want this box and the secrets it may hold. You will travel to Wei Bin alone. I know of someone here in Na'an who may be able to help us use the box.
Very well, Sifu. I will find you once Wei Bin is dead, and I have Zhang Yong's location.
Alright, let's go ahead and get started with this memory. The secondary objective is to light 5 candles for your fallen brothers. So I actually have all candles marked in the time codes, so definitely take advantage of the time codes in the play bar to just jump around to the relevant sections of this video. So that way you can make sure you don't miss any of the candles and you know where they are before you arrive at them. That will definitely help you out completing that secondary objective really easy. But if you want to just play along with my gameplay, it'll be easy enough to keep up. If you make any mistakes, of course, just pause, rewind, and see if you missed anything. All that good stuff. If you want to just keep up with my gameplay, that is definitely a good way to go through this level. So that way you can just minimize mistakes and know what's coming. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the actual tips. This level is going to introduce a few different mechanics, but overall it is going to be very straightforward. You can see this is one of the shorter videos with it just being over 10 minutes, so this isn't going to be too long. We are going to be stunning that enemy in the tower right there so that way we can pass by them. I stunned them too early, so I had to do a second stun with the firecracker, which just ended up wasting my second firecracker. Definitely not necessary, so just try to get to the left side and then cut down that rope, and then you can stun them and easily proceed on. Anyways, after jumping off of that sync point, we are going to be using the moving crowds here to move past the guards at this checkpoint. But first, we are actually going to be lighting our first candle. So we are headed to the checkpoint here. These guards aren't going to see you if you want to head down to light the candle, so you have nothing to worry about here. Just head straight down and head over to the right. All we're going to do is head into the candle, so we are basically interacting with it by moving the left stick up. And that is the candle lit, and we can move on with this level. We are going to be proceeding through the checkpoint. And we are going to be using the civilians that are moving here, just like a regular Assassin's Creed game. We are going to just be staying inside of them, and as long as we appear camouflaged as so, we are safe to move through this checkpoint very easily. Once you're through the checkpoint, you are pretty good to continue on. You will get to this section right over here, and you will need to wait for a good opening to get into that hiding spot there. Then we are going to be waiting for the guard to turn around, and then the guard in front of us as well to turn around. And once we have that opening, we are going to proceed to the wall, lower that mat. I don't know what that is, net, I suppose. Yeah, it's a net. Then we are going to move into the window here once it is clear for us to do so. And if you arrive in here and you need any ammo, go ahead and collect it there. But we are actually going to be lighting the candle that is in this room here. These candles were pretty close together, so they are definitely easy to miss if you just don't think about this room or look at the map. Anyways, let's continue on. We are going to lower that net on the right side there, and then continue on into the window. We are going to use the wooden beam to just continue on above everybody, not even having to worry about the guard that is below us. And then we are going to be jumping down. There is going to be a quick tutorial once we get into the next room, but right after the tutorial, we are able to light the next candle. So this tutorial is going to be for counters. It is very straightforward and pretty easy, so just get those counters done. All you need to do is hold towards the enemy and press the B button in my case. Not sure what it would be for anybody on another platform, but it is the B button. So just continue to counter until Ezio says that's enough, and then we are going to be continuing on. We have only 3 candles left to light throughout the level, so let's just keep at it once we have completed this tutorial.
You had a good grasp of this combat technique. Now finish your foe. Exemplary work. Here ends my lesson.
Alright, now like I said, once we have finished that tutorial, we are going to be lighting the candle. And now that we have lit the candle, we actually have to make it to the next checkpoint for it to save. And the only way to make it to the next checkpoint with a shadow gold rating is to go through the bottom route. So make sure to stock up on knives if you need it. And down to the left there, you can see there are some noise darts, so definitely stock up on those if you need it. But we are just going to head into the hiding spot down below here and wait for the guard to move over to our left. And then we are going to crouch past that wind chime and just continue on up the ladder. So let's wait for our chance. Now that the guard has gone to our left, we go under the wind chime and we can continue on. There is another wind chime up there, but you don't need to worry about that. Nobody can spot you. And then once we get to this point here, this is the first time we encounter a guard with a sort of noise radius, so they can hear you if you are not crouched behind them. So they can be very difficult to deal with, especially in the later levels. So definitely keep an eye out. If you ever see those cones, just know you want to stay crouched if you are near them. Anyways, once that guard has gone far enough, we are going to head to the pillar and then go between the hiding spots using the left stick and A. That helps us sort of jump into the next hiding spot. That is a very useful skill, and it definitely gets used in the later sections of the game. So definitely always keep that one in mind. Anyways, now that we have made it past those guards and we have headed up the wall to the right, we are going to be continuing over to the right and get to this crawling section here. If you see below, there are 2 guards. There's really only 1 guard for us to worry about. So just wait for that guard on the right to start moving to the left and past the hiding spot. And once he does, we are going to hide in the hiding spot and just wait for them to go back around over to the right side. And then once they do, we are going to head down to the left. And once we do make it to the left, we are going to get a quick tutorial for the Helix dash. It is just like the skill that I mentioned earlier where you can dodge between 2 hiding spots, except it's kind of OP. So let's jump into the tutorial. All you need to do to make sure you can use the Helix dash is to just pick up these Helix shards. And then once they are picked up, and you can see at the top left, the bar below the health bar is full, you can use the 2 triggers to then use the evade trick to stay invisible. I guess I don't know how else you would refer to it. You just will not be spotted if you are dodging between the 2 hiding spots. You will be spotted if you are at a hiding spot and you move out, but you will not be spotted between the 2 hiding spots when you are using the Helix dash move. So it is pretty awesome and it is extremely useful, especially in the later levels. You can see once I get to this section here, I am actually waiting because I have actually made that guard right there sort of notice me by exiting. Even when I am in Helix dash, he has noticed me when I exit that pillar, so just let them move forward a little bit and then you can go past them and proceed on to the end of this area here. Once you do get to this section here with the ladder, you actually want to go down to the right instead of up the ladder. You can see I just barely missed it. That is where the 4th out of 5 candles would be located for this level. And then right after we have lit that candle, we are now headed to our final candle location. It is just over to the left here. You need to cut down the net. And then once you get to the top of the net, we are going to go and interact with that candle. It is going to be lit, and that is our secondary objective completed, as long as you had made sure that you lit all other candles throughout this level. Now let's move on to finish up with this level. There's going to be a quick chase sequence with these barrels. It is kind of, I don't know, this is silly if you ask me. But all you need to do is run away from these barrels and jump off into the water, and that is the memory completed. Now, as long as you made sure you did not kill anybody, you had all shadow gold encounters, and you completed the secondary objective of lighting all 5 of the candles throughout this level, you will have gotten the highest score, which is 980. So if you did not get that score, you made a mistake somewhere and you will unfortunately need to restart. So definitely take advantage of this video if you missed out on a specific candle. With that being said, please stick around and subscribe to my channel for more content like this one. Let me know if I was able to help you, and please take care.